Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. Today is Monday, April 29th, and I'm just having one of those days where I'm just stressed over everything. I don't know why, but to make me feel better, I'm gonna do some skincare, ready for the day, get out of my pajamas because it's already 11:30, and I need to get on with my life instead of just be stressy depressy. So I'm going to use the Mario Badescu Skincare Enzyme Cleansing Gel to start off with this self-care. I love the smell of this as well. I don't know what the smell is, but it's just like very homey smell. And I think it's because it has like some kind of fruit in it, like papaya or something. It just smells really good, and I love the color too. I really feel like doing a face mask, so I'm going to put on this Hello Kitty one, and it says, enjoy 10 to 15 minutes of me time, and then check out your new glow, no need to rinse and dry after. I got these masks from Winners, and I haven't been to Winners in a really long time because your girl's on a budget, but I love finding masks I totally forgot about these. I also have my basket of self-care that I talked about in the last vlog, and it's just such a nice feeling to be like, oh yeah, I have something that I can use to make me feel good. Right. I also just love Hello Kitty. We're having lunch in like 10 minutes as well, so this is perfect timing. These masks are so cute. Ooh, it is like so tangled. What the heck? What did I do wrong? Okay. I think I'm getting closer. I also teach in person tonight from 4 until I want to say like 9:15 or something. I'm just gonna leave this on for 10 minutes. So I just taught my afternoon class, and I started crocheting again because it's been a really long time since I have. Honestly, I've missed it. So I also need a hobby to take me away from other things, if you know what I mean. Lately I've just been so stressed about work and life, and I just need a hobby that I enjoy, like crochet, where I'm not thinking about those things. So I'm just waiting for my pitas to pop and be ready. I also don't remember where I was in this, so I might have to untangle it a bit. Crocheting is also something that kind of like keeps me focused on one thing at a time, and I find especially during the day I get so overwhelmed with things that I have to do that I end up doing nothing, like I did this morning. I don't know, I started freaking out over nothing, like the smallest thing happened. Okay, so I literally just ran out of storage, which is really sad because I just went on a tangent for the last 10 minutes, so all of that footage is gone, but that's okay. I was saying earlier, I was freaking out this morning for kind of no reason. I don't know. I was just having one of those days where everything was stressing me out. Everything was overstimulating me. So I took up crocheting again because I can just focus on the one thing and kind of calms me down. And like I said, it makes me feel productive at the end because I get a scarf or garment out of it, which we love. But yeah, I'm going to continue crocheting, and then I'm going to go butter that nan. I was waiting for that nan to pop, and it just popped. I'll give one to Steven, even though he's in a work call, and then I'll go do my makeup, and I'll take you guys with me because a couple of you guys asked me questions on Instagram. I'll answer them because all of you guys were so kind in my last video where I talked about my experience as a professional ballerina and why I ultimately chose to end my career at the ripe age of 22. Okay, this is my third time attempting to record a video because I'm totally out of storage, but I was just talking about how much I love to crochet, but I feel like we're past the point now because I just gave up on attempting to record that section of today's video. I was like, you know what, let me just go through my storage and try to clear it up, and I did that, and now we're here. I'm just gonna do my makeup before I head out because I teach tonight from 3 until 9:30, so I'm not gonna do like a heavy amount of makeup, but just the usual, you know. I really love the glow drops from Typology. It just makes everything look so smooth and iridescent, if that's the right word I can use, I guess, or glowy. Glowy is a better word because that's what we're going for. Less shiny, more glowy. You know what I mean? And then I'm also going to put on a little bit of coverage, and I like to concentrate it closer to my under eyes, and I'm gonna use shade Fair in their tinted serum. I just had my snack too. I was gonna give Steve half, but I ate it all. Oops, sorry Steve. I'll make you one before I go. I was just hungry, I don't know. I always get pretty hungry Monday nights too when I'm at the studio, so I decided to eat a little bit more before going because I am there for a really long time, and since we had lunch early, I knew I'd be hungry, and I hate being hungry at dance. I hate being hungry in general, but especially like when I don't have food with me. So I usually pack snacks, but like, you know, snacks can only tide you over for so long until you need a meal. So I like to eat like right before I go, and I'm gonna leave in the next half hour. So it should be good now. I also just need more energy today because like I said earlier in the video, I think it got cut off though. I was just so tired this morning. I slept in until 9. I also couldn't sleep that well because there was a lot going on last night. Like I woke up and there were thunderstorms and showers showers, rain showers. It was just a very loud and busy night, so I didn't get the best quality sleep. So maybe that's why I'm extra tired today. Go. I'm just gonna pat this in with my blender. I also kind of wanted to talk about some of the weird things in ballet class, because I was talking about it on TikTok, but I want to talk about it on here. But some of the weird etiquettes that are in ballet classes. For those of you who might be starting a ballet class in the fall, or maybe even in the summer, or maybe even now, here are some of the interesting things. I shouldn't say weird, I'll say interesting things about ballet etiquette. The first one being that, I mean, it's not that you're not allowed to talk, but it's just like rude to talk during another group. And you have to be super cognizant and aware of what's going on around you during a ballet class, because you also don't want to come off like rude or judgy, because one can only guess what you're saying, right? If you're talking to a friend on the side while another group's going, people always are so worried about what other people think of them. So if you're one of the groups that isn't going, but you're looking at a group that's going, you're talking with your friend, even if you're just talking about where you're going to eat for dinner later, the other group might think that you're judging them. And we want dance studios to be a no judgment zone, a judgment-free zone where people can explore their artistic expression and they can, you know, be themselves. So just be mindful if you are joining ballet class of talking during class, because it's also a level of respect for the teacher. A lot of studios or schools will call you out if you're talking too much or kick you out even. Not all, so I'm not saying like you're never allowed to talk. That's not the case at all, but just be aware, you know, of other people. Another thing is dress code. Dress code is something that's super common in many schools and companies, and I can't think of one place that doesn't at least have like a dress code where you have to show up in leotard and tights, you know? Maybe it's a black leotard, maybe it's any leotard you want, but you're not allowed to show up in like something like this. You have to have something form-fitting, and typically it's leotard and tights or leotard and shorts or whatever it is. But like I said, more often than not, schools especially do have dress codes and you have to abide by them, especially for hair. Like hair is the one that bothers me the most as a teacher, because I know it's a struggle some days to get your hair done, but at least have it in a way that it's not a distraction to you. You know, you just want it out of your face so you can turn, so you can perform. And if that means doing a slick back bun, or if that means using clips, you know, everybody's hair types is so different too. So I don't need people, and I don't think anybody should need everybody to do the exact same hairstyle, because it might not work for some hair types. But at least have the hair like out of your face, you know, especially for guys. That's the biggest thing. Like it's just so easy for guys to control their hair. I'm not saying all, but like it's easier because guys tend to have shorter hair. And I'm not generalizing all guys and all girls or whatever, or all people, but typically male classes tend to have guys with shorter hair. So when their hair is like in their face all the time, they're like, that's just, come on. Again, or like pin it back. There's nothing wrong with having long hair. Trust me, I have long hair, and you know, I've always had long hair, but make sure it's back and make sure it's not distracting you. Make sure you're not fixing it during class. If it falls out, I remember some teachers would get mad at us and like kick us out, but I don't kick people out if their hair falls out. I just tell them to do a better job next time. Or like, you know, have an open conversation and ask other dancers what they do if they have a similar hair type to you. You know, I had very like silky hair growing up, so my hair would just like slip out. So then my teacher, instead of like punishing me, was just like, you know what? Here's a technique that I use because like I have a similar hair type to you. So ask around, don't be shy, you know, especially since we're in 2024, like there's so many resources, not enough, I know that, but there's a lot of resources. So don't be afraid to reach out to people and ask them what they do if, you know, it's going to help you. We're trying to make the dance community open-minded and open and supportive to everybody. And everybody. Another etiquette thing when it comes to a ballet class is being late. You cannot be late. You absolutely cannot be late. You can be early. You're encouraged to be early because then you can warm up properly, but do not show up late. Absolutely do not show up late. Like do not show up in the middle of class. You know, a lot of the time they won't even let you into the class if you're late. Like they will just shut the doors, or if you walk in, they'll just say, no, you can't come in. Because it's also, you missed half of the warm up, or you missed a couple of exercises. You're not going to be able to catch up. Obviously there's exceptions. Like if you know ahead of time you have an appointment or another commitment, you tell the teacher ahead of time, that's something you can work out. But generally just like showing up late and unprepared is not a good thing in any industry, but especially not in dance. And a lot of places will not let you in after that. Other etiquette includes not hanging on the bars. Ballet bars, as you guys know, are something that we use, but also something we have to respect. We don't just want to like hang out on them because that's how you can break them. You can hurt yourself by like, I don't know, slipping off it. I've done that before because Yeah. And you also just want to present yourself in a professional manner, in a professional way. And hanging out like this is not showing the teacher that you respect them, that you're listening, that you're attentive. It's just showing that you want to like lay down and chill, which is fine too, but just don't lean on the bars is what I'm trying to say. There we go. We're gonna apply some of this as well. I'm trying to think of more etiquette. Can't really think off the top of my head. If you guys can think of more etiquette in a dance class, let me know. Some teachers are very on you too about like how you stand in class. I do tell my students there's a certain way to present yourself in class. You don't just want to like lean on the bars and slouch and hang out. Obviously, I'm not saying like you have to stand in a fifth position perfectly, but you also have to raise your hand if you have a question. And yeah, just, oh, my biggest thing, if the teacher corrects one person, they're not correcting just that one person. They're correcting everybody. Or even if it's just a very individual correction, there's nothing wrong with trying it out. You know, if the teacher says, oh, you're doing your rond de jambe en l'air, but you're dipping your leg through second to arabesque, make sure that you're lifting as you present your heel front, square off your shoulders, square off your hips into an arabesque, and you're not dipping your leg down. Now, even if you didn't do that yourself, you can still practice it, and then they'll come around and say, oh yeah, good job, just like that. They might even praise you and say, everybody look at so-and-so, because that's how I want it to be done. And that feels so good when that happens. So why not put yourself in the position where it could? And even if it's the opposite, because I've had that done before where the teacher's like, now watch them. That's how you don't do it. I don't like that approach so much, you know, unless, you know, I do see students and I see a correction and I'll be like, okay, well now try it like this, and they'll achieve the correction. And then I'm like, okay, do it how you used to do it. And then they can actually see the difference. But if you are one of those people who gets called out, this is the way that you don't do it, don't fret, because we've all been there. Don't take it personally, because even if it feels malicious, the teacher's not meaning for it to be malicious. They are genuinely meaning to help in most cases, I find anyways. So don't take it personally. It's all part of the learning, and it doesn't mean you're a bad dancer. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. Again, just don't take it personally. Okay, I feel like I put way too much like bronzer. I don't know, lighten it up a bit. It's just too much. Doesn't look natural. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyelashes and then catch you guys in a second. Okay, so I feel like doing some ballet. I'm gonna get into a leotard and probably just the skirt slash skirt because I don't feel like wearing tights today. And then I'm gonna go run some errands this morning before we have lunch. We don't really have much in the house, so I might go and grab some food while I'm out too. But yeah, I'm gonna get changed because I cannot wear this. I mean, I could, but yeah, I'm just gonna do a little change like this. Yeah, this is the outfit of the day. I'm wearing this leotard that I think is originally from Wear Moi, but I got it from Tutu list. They sent it to me, and the skirt is from Pop Flex. You guys already know that. Guys, I know I say this every vlog, but I need to sew a new pair of pointe shoes because here we are again with the old ones that you can basically push your whole entire thumb through. But I've just been way too busy and stressed, and this is the least of my worries. So we're just gonna have to deal today with these really soft pointe shoes. I do have a brand new pair of Freeds that are like half sewn, so I just need to finish sewing them. But you know what? I still have like one more day of these. I can totally use these for one more day, right? I'm also incredibly sore today because last night I was teaching a workout class and I did everything, which I have to monitor that because if I do everything and then I teach like 6 days a week, yeah, I'm gonna like pull something. Also, what the heck is it snowing right now? Is it actually snowing? No, those are just bugs outside. Ew, gross, there's just so many bugs. That's disgusting. Ugh. It's also supposed to rain today, which is fine. I don't really mind when it's a rainy day when I'm at home. I actually kind of prefer it because I feel more motivated to stay inside and get work done. Whereas if it's outside, I just have to be outside all day. You know what I mean? Okay, so I just finished filming some Instagram videos in my tutu, but I'm gonna put my skirt back on because, yeah, I don't want to do class in a tutu. Okay, you guys know Luna is the most indoor cat ever, which is good in my opinion because that means no risk for ever running away, but it was such a gorgeous day. We really wanted her to experience the grass and the sunshine, so to make her feel safe, we put her on her harness and her leash, and this is what we got. She was not happy. She did not care for it. She wanted to run inside ASAP, and that was that. So firstly, I really wanted a sweet treat. I literally told Steve I need to go get a sweet treat. So I stopped and I picked up some iced coffee and an iced tea for him. And then we went to the library and we went thrifting. And I just needed one of those days to get outside. You know, I had been so stressed and cooped up inside recently. I just needed to get some fresh air and to interact with human beings. So I picked up a book at the library and then I went to this thrift shop that had so many things, including this train set. This model train set was so interesting and cool. And then I finally picked up some sweet treats for me and Steve to enjoy. I got a brownie, a blondie, and a strawberry or raspberry scone. Hi guys, I just got back from a little me day. I just really wanted a sweet treat and I had to return some books at the library, and the library was actually giving away some free books, and I've seen this one on TikTok and I saw that it won the Pulitzer Prize, so I picked it up and it was free. So I'm going to research more about it because I have no idea what it's about, but hopefully it's something that I'll like. And I also went shopping because there was a thrift store that just opened, so I'm going to unbox these things and show you guys what I got. Okay, so the first one that I got, the first thing I had my eyes on was this dress, and I just really liked the fabric. It's like a silk fabric or satin fabric, and I just really like the pattern on it with all the flowers. So I'm gonna try this on, see if it fits, and it's originally from City Triangles. You can tell it's really old, look at that tag. I just love vintage shopping so much and rehoming things. Made in the USA, 50% acetate and 50% rayon, dry clean only, and it's size 11, but I feel like this will fit. Not typically size 11, but I feel like this will fit. So I'm gonna try that on, see how it looks. I also got this, and the girl at the store said this is a skirt, and I can see it as a skirt, but I can most definitely also see it as a top. Can you not imagine that as a top, right? Kind of I don't know, a 2000s kind of top. So I'm gonna try it on as both. I feel like now that I see it in the light, I probably should have went with the black because the white looks a little bit see-through in the sunlight. So we'll try that out. And I'm most excited for this dress. This is the last one I saw. This one's really unique as well. I just love all the details on it. This one has these little details in the bottom, this sundress. I'm just obsessed with the asymmetry of it all. And everything in total came to $68. This is 100% cotton as well. This one was $25. I don't remember how much this one was. It wasn't that much, and also I don't know what this brand is, but it also looks not fast fashion-y, and it looks pretty old, and this one's definitely an older dress. But that's what I love about thrifting and about purchasing things that were pre-owned, because they had a life beforehand and you just get to give them another life rather than send them to a landfill. So I'm gonna try all these on and show you guys. Okay, guys, I'm obsessed with this dress. It's just such a nice quality fabric, and even though it's a little big, I don't mind the way it sits. I feel like if anything, I could take it in a little bit here, but I don't mind the fact that I have a bit of breathing room on the side. I feel like it's not super form-fitting. It's definitely a bit big here. That's probably the place it needs the most help in, but I just think it's so sweet. I love this one so much. I'm gonna try on the blue one next. Okay, this one is by far my favorite. I am obsessed with this one. I need you guys to get the full view of it. It's so pretty. I love the little details at the bottom, and I love that it comes in at the back. I do wish it was just a little bit more cinched here, or maybe I don't know, this part was a bit longer. Do you know what I mean? But otherwise, I just love this one. I'm obsessed with it. This is probably my favorite out of the two so far. I'm gonna try on this white one, and I am gonna put it on as a top because I feel how cute with a pair of flare jeans. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this one. This is gonna be my go-to summer dress. I love it. I love it so much. Try this one on as it's intended as a skirt, and I'm kind of living for it as a skirt. I don't really know which way to put it, if I'm being completely honest. If I should put the bow at the back, because that's a vibe. That's really cute. That's very fairy core. Oh my god, this would be perfect for the Melanie Martinez concert. But It would also look cute, pardon me, but it would also look cute at the front. So I don't really know. I don't know, they're both nice, but I do want to try it on as a top because I think that would slay. So unfortunately the skirt as a top did not fit. It didn't even zip up, but this is the end of the vlog. So if you got until this point, comment a little rainbow emoji. Let me know what you think and let me know what you want to see next. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, happy dancing, and until next time, bye now.